Hello ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for Digital Dojos, and today we'll be reviewing the Veil XT iPhone case by Caudabe. I want to thank the folks over at Caudabe for sending over these cases for review. Now, this is an iPhone case with a strong focus on minimalism. Now, the specific models I'm taking a look at in this video are made for that of the 6 and 6S and 6 and 6S Plus. So they offer those models. They also offer for older phones, so you can check those out for other iPhone models. Again, the main focus with this is unobtrusive design, a case that's focusing on minimalism for people who don't necessarily want a case for their iPhone. They want to preserve the original design and the thinness and the profile while getting a degree of protection. Now, inside the box, you'll find the case, of course, and an instruction manual for installation, which in itself is super easy. However, you do have to handle it with care, as the case in itself is pretty fragile since it's very, very precisely cut. The case itself provides a coverage of the device all around that's specific to that of the XT. The XT model has a bottom coverage where the Veil itself doesn't offer that bottom coverage of the device. Now, of course, the exception of the front or the screen, you don't get any protection there. Now, this is a super thin design. We're talking about 0.35 millimeters thin, so super thin. All cutouts on the phone are super precise and had no issue accessing any buttons from the sleep and wake button, volume rockers, and the mute switch. And I really like the way they did this because it makes the buttons feel very uniform. You don't get that gap between it. It's a really precise cutout. Additionally, the case provides, again, like I said, access to all bottom ports like your headphone jack, lightning port, and of course your speaker grill. A plus on this case is that the design is so thin that it allows really for any headphone jack or 3.5 millimeter jack to be plugged in. I've had issues in the past with other cases where that's more of a problem because of the thickness, not with the Veil XT. Now, you also have the cutouts, of course, on the back for the camera area, which allow for a flattening of the iPhone's overall design, since the new iPhones have that protruding camera lens. This evens it out by adding a little tiny lip. But with that lip, sometimes you'll have issues with cases where you get a camera flash issue. You'll get lens flares due to the ring around the lens. But in this case, I had no issues in my testing with any flashes or flares with the case on. Now, the material of the case itself is this sort of plastic material that is very fragile, but it also protects against, of course, scratches and minor drops. It offers this matte-like finish, which in my opinion feels good in the hand, but of course is more of a personal preference thing. For some people, it may be more prone to slipping, but I like it because it's very fingerprint resistant and dirt. It wears off very easily here. So, the case comes in multiple colors. I received a couple here for review, such as the frost and blue and pink and red colors. And that's a great customization aspect, so you get to personalize your device, of course, when you're putting on the case, because that's something that we all tend to look for when we get a case. For me, cases need to solve a couple things, personally. They need to be unobtrusive, to some degree elegant or have a good design, and of course, protect at some level. However, I like cases that are seemingly not there, as I believe the phone design of the box is the best look and feel. I don't want to add some extra level of thickness on it or what have you to hide away the original design that I bought the phone for. So the Veil XT case hits all of those points for me. Now, the 6S Plus and 6S models are exactly the same, again with the exception of the fit due to the bigger screen on the Plus model. I did notice, however, with the removal, it's fairly simple, of course, but I had more issues removing the case off the smaller iPhone 6 or 6S model. I don't know why that is, but again, other than that, very similar design, that just the size of the actual cases. Now, as far as pros and cons for the case go, in the Pro category, it's very affordable, just coming in at about $20, give or take, for the Veil XT, less for the Veil model. It's a very minimal design, so again, if you want to preserve that profile, that thinness, the original design of the iPhone, this is your best bet. You get customization or personalization in that of the colors. You have options to choose from on their site, and you have super precise cutouts. Now, as far as cons, this case is not one you'll be easily swapping off as you need, because it is very fragile, so you don't want to be constantly pulling it on and off and popping off the corners, just because, again, it's a very thin case, and doing that can add more damage to it. This doesn't offer front or full protection, so you're not going to get shock protection. You're not going to get those things like waterproof or what have you. You can still put a screen protector on. I still have a screen protector on my phones, but you're not getting that full front protection. So In conclusion, for those who want a case or a skin, for example, without really having to have those on your device, this is the best and perfect solution in my opinion. It's very affordable, the material is good, the colors offer that great personalization to your device while protecting it again at the very basic day-to-day damages, keys in your pocket, change in your pocket, small drops or minor scratches. Personally, it has become my everyday case. However, it is certainly not for everyone. But Caudabe doesn't shy away from that, and that's what I like. They own up to it rather than, saying that this is a case for everybody. Everybody, needs this because it's super thin. They know that not everybody wants this. Other people may want those really thick cases or front screen protection. This is for specific users who want that, naked or natural feel of the iPhone. And in that aspect, I think it is one of the best cases in that category. So it gets my thumbs up in this review. It's something I would recommend for those who want that really, light and thin design in a case for their iPhone 6, 6S, 6S Plus, or 6 Plus. Now, to find out more information on the cases and the colors and options you can get, head over to Caudabe.com. Now, if this review helped you out, be sure to hit up that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content to see more videos, or head over for the full review and other content over at digitaldojos.com. And as always, thanks for watching.